Hey everyone, welcome back to The Hidden Brick, where today we're doing our fourth and final part of the LEGO Ninjago Legacy Monastery. Monastery. I always struggle saying that word. Monastery of Spinjitzu. So this is how far we've made it in 3 parts. If you missed any of those, make sure to check out those links down below if you want to get caught up. If you don't want to get caught up, then that's on you. So we're just going to jump right into our next bag of parts. So we are on bag number 7. I'll go ahead and dump all that out. Of course, there's the small bag and the big bag. Super common to see that in pretty much every LEGO set nowadays. So we're going to bring this guy back over. Spread the parts a little bit so I can find what I'm looking for. So we got these black bricks with a little clip on it. One on each side of this inverted slope. Now we have the 2 plates with the clips that go on top of those 2 parts we just put on. Next is just some 1x2 plates. And 2 of these white plates with the clips. Got some corner plates. Alright, so these pieces are adding the stability to this little center portion that it was kind of lacking before. At the end of the last video, I was kind of pushing on it a little too hard and it was starting to crumble in my fingers, so I had to lay off of it a little bit, but now it's definitely a lot more stable, which is a good thing. Take this Technic brick that has the axle hole. We'll put this little Technic axle piece in there. It'll go there. Now we're going to repeat for the other side. Make sure that's pushed all the way on there before I try to put it on the model. I'll make a 2 of that same little construction. So we take this plate with the slope on it, put a stud on it, and a white plate with a clip. That'll go there. Alright, step number 304. If you're following along at home. So we have 2 of these silver spears. Those both go there. Turn the model around. So now we're on the inside of it. Put a couple more bar pieces on here. Got the brown ones. Then we have these golden colored ones. Turn it back around. Alright, so here we have some Technic construction of some sort. Attach that guy there. And this guy right here. So we got the blue pieces on one side and the red parts on the other. And then on the red pieces, we'll attach another one of these axle joiners. Oops, red side I said. Add another red axle. And it looks like one more axle joiner. And on the end, this little axle we put in there that had the stop, it actually has a stud on it. We put those pieces on. And then right up here, slide it on those Technic axle pieces that we'd put on earlier. All right. Two of these white studs, and we have this chrome gold dish. That will simply go right on top of that little pneumatic tee. Okay. Those two parts go there. Turn this around and you can see we have our Technic pinholes. And those should line up perfectly with this. And they do. So that looks pretty cool. So let's see, we have 3 extra parts from that bag, but it looks like common parts that are typical extras. So we'll move those to the side and let's move on to our 8th and final bag of this set. Okay, so here we go. We've got the last bits out and we're gonna start with this plate, rocker plate. And we need the correct wedge plate. There it is. So we turn this over. We have this black tooth plate. Baby bow slope. Okay, so that's a small little roof portion. And if we bring this over, it's going to click. Remember, we have that rocker plate on there. It's going to click right into that rocker brick. So line it up, and there it goes, right on there. We're going to do the other side. Yep, looks like we're going to do the other one now. Should be very similar. once again, rocker plate on the rocker brick. Knocking stuff off of it because I didn't have it lined up right. If you don't have it lined up right, you could potentially knock a part off like I just did. Okay, so move that to the side. Looks like we have a 2x build. So they show in the instructions this little build just one time, but they put a little 2x next to it. That means you're building 2 of them, even though they only show 1 being built. So, building both of them. This is the first one, this is going to be the second one. There hasn't been much repetitiveness in this set other than these little builds where we do the roofs. There was a portion in the second part. If you watched all 4 parts, you may notice in the second part there was a roof portion that was kind of repetitive. Speaking of all 4 parts, if you watched all 4, let me know. Put a comment down below. Always love to get feedback from people that watch my videos. Of course, only my biggest fans watch all 4 parts, and you guys know who you are. And I know who you are too, because I read the comments. So there's always a good following of people that are supporting my videos, and I greatly appreciate that. Okay, so we have these golden plates with little bars on it, and then we've got some red clips under here. So what we're gonna do is line those up and clip them on. I say that, but it's not. Oh, there it goes. There's like one little groove it had to get into. So, same on the other side. So I knocked one of the teeth off. It's kind of tricky getting that little groove on there. Okay, I see it now. So you almost have to turn the model to where you can look at it right through here. And then once you look through there, you can actually line it up pretty well. We got both of those on. Alright, so we have a door. Pretty big door. Quite a bit of detailing going on this little piece. I like these tiles. I don't recall having too many of these color tiles. It's kind of that light nougat color. I don't know the official Lego color for it, but it's a pretty rare color. The color you see a lot of Minecraft blocks built out of, the Lego Minecraft sets. Alright, so this door is going to clip on up here. So we have this bar clipped on, there's a black clip sticking out. So that black part is going to go right in between these two yellow parts. So you can see you can kind of line this yellow piece up anywhere. But what you want it is right up here, and you can see that black is right in between the two yellow pieces. And then we'll push and snap it on. That way when it closes, it actually lines up and closes with this curved profile down there. And it prevents it from going too high or too low. So that black clip does. That's a pretty fun little detail. All right, next door portion. We have our little pie wedge tiles and our yellow clip. Alright, that looks good. So, just like we did on the other one, we're going to line it up between the black clip that guy on. See that closes up perfectly, and it fits that shape of the inverted curve slopes. And it can open up and close. Very good. Move that to the side. Let's do our next little sub build. So, put that to the side. Whoa. Oh my god. So the last video I said we were on last sticker time, but I just turned the page and it shows that there's another sticker to put on. And when you know it, I messed up. So part number 3, if you watched last sticker time, and I know everyone looks forward to last sticker time, it was wrong, because now's the time. And for the new viewers, you may be asking, well, the time for what? And I'll tell you what, it is last sticker time. So we got a sticker sheet here. It had stickers 1 through 10. There's 2 9s, so there's technically 11 stickers on this set, and this is the last one. We call that last sticker time. There you go. Last sticker. Slide this in there. That piece on. Let's see, this piece goes here. And we have a blade to go in there. So we've got some sort of play feature here. We're going to take these telescope pieces. We're going to put a banana on that one. Interesting. So they don't really hold on too well, but I think that's the point of this play feature. I think it's like a Fruit Ninja style training area where they take their ninja swords and chop. Maybe that's what that sticker means. It's like, okay, chop, and you can chop this, and these actually are barely being held on. You can see even just barely touching it, they come off. So it's probably a cool little play feature where you can Fruit Ninja these guys, knock them off. So let's turn this around. Move some of these parts to the side because we need to see in here. So we have this red bar sticking out there. We're just gonna clip that piece on there. So that's our ninja sword training area. Next little piece is gonna be one of these guys. Come on. All right. That we got the clip on top, and we have a piece there. Put that in, and then that goes there. So you can see it kind of spins. Let's get another play feature. So we're going to take one of these little Bionicle finger pieces, and we've got these little mini swords that came in the first bag, along with this kind of a hook blade thing. We're going to make 2 of them. Clip one there. And these don't really, they don't seem to be staying in the little finger piece that well. It's like they're competing over the amount of space in there. So you kind of have to center them the best you can. Clip that other one there. So you can see it's a spinning blade that once again for the ninja training. So that's pretty cool. So here we're gonna put a little bit of foliage on the outside of the monastery. That will go right here. We'll turn this over and we have this branch. Slide right through the middle. And that will simply attach just like that. So that's the extent of our greenery. And then it shows that portion being complete. And we're going to bring it up here and just slide it. Pretty much right up under there. Okay, it does go under there. That's pretty cool. So we have these two flat tile pieces right here and here, and then it'll slide under the two corners. So it's not clicking on or mechanically attaching anyway, but it does create a perfectly closed in little courtyard structure. Significantly smaller than what's in the cartoon, but the concept is there, and that's why they have it set to where you can pull it apart. That way you can, you know, do something like this and play with it on the inside, and then you're able to, you know, put it up on your bookshelf or dresser in the closed position. Okay, so I'm gonna move some of these minifigures off to the side because we still have a little bit left to build. So bringing this up here, let's see, we have a chicken. You can see this little portion sticking out back here. Golden chicken will go in that little basket. And then remember, the play feature with this one is, let me bring the camera down so we can see this. Okay. So on the inside, right here, you've got this little platform sticking out. When you push down on it, you can see it releases the little doors, and it actually shot the chicken out. So the chicken ended up going to the floor, and then you can close that guy back up. So the chicken is kind of the ammo portion of the little training area. And it, I guess being a golden chicken, I guess that is representing that it's not a real chicken. So they're training maybe to hit or chop at something that's flying at them. In this case, it's a simulated chicken. Okay, so a couple more things to build, like I mentioned. This is going to be some new pieces that are introduced for this wave of the Ninjago sets. And it's a new little turntable spinner element. And we're building two of them. So I'll kind of get the other one up to the same level before I turn the page in the instructions. All right. So we're on page 180, step number 370. If you're following along at home. I don't know who really does that. I have gotten comments on my videos where people thank me for building it because they lost their instructions or they didn't know how to build a certain part because the instructions were confusing, and my videos were able to help them. But I don't know if really anyone follows along with me and builds it at the same time. So maybe there is someone that does that. Okay, so here's one of the new parts. This is a, looks like a little claw of some sorts. It has a little Technic axle down there. So we're able to slide it in to a Technic piece. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this other new piece. You can see it just looks like a round 2x2 plate, but on the underside it has this little connector piece. And what we're gonna do is put a tire on that, and then this little claw piece goes right in there and holds onto it, and then you can see that that whole thing turns. Now the reason we have the tire is because we're able to take that tire and put it on the table, and you can see when I move this from side to side, the tire is actually touching the table, and it's rotating this little turntable piece. So what is that for, you ask? What it's for is you take one of your minifigures and you can attach them to those studs. And once they're attached, just like before, take that piece and roll it on the table. Now you have a spinning ninja figure. So how cool is that? Very cool if you ask me. Built the other one here, and you can see we can put a villain figure on here. And now these two characters can battle it out in a spinning matter. So that's the playability with it. The other thing you can also do with it is, obviously, in here, you know, if you want to practice against your little spinning piece here, you just bring your character over here and you can see that she's actually touching that and able to hit it with the little sword. That is really cool. So these are going to add a ton of playability to any set that they come in. And I've noticed just from some of the pictures of some sets that I don't have yet that they are releasing these in some more sets. And more importantly, they're coming in some smaller sets that are actually quite affordable. The set's kind of expensive. It's 1,000 pieces. I think it retails for about $80. I think I was able to pick it up on sale at Amazon for 20% off from $80, but still, to get those particular little battle pieces, it's an expensive set. So keep an eye out for some more sets that they're going to be coming out in. They're definitely more affordable. All right, so that is going to do it for this build. I mean, it's a huge set, absolute ton of playability, not only with the little handheld spinner pieces, but all of the cool functions that are inside of the set. So don't forget, we get all of the main characters. So you get every ninja, you get Sensei Wu, and then you do get a couple villain figs. Pull this out just a little bit more. There we go. And then of course the new little spinner pieces, which are really, really cool. All right. So if you guys watched all 4 parts, let me know. You guys are my biggest fans. I appreciate everyone that watches all of my videos, but to stick around and commit to 4 parts for a big set like this is really awesome. So let me know who watched everything. Put a comment down below. While you're down there, check out all the videos I have. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any other cool build videos just like this one. I do tons of Lego build videos, so if you love this, you'll love everything else that I have on my channel and everything else that's coming up. So subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.